It gets overlooked a lot, but a lot of the captains in the world of One Piece have to overestimate their abilities in order to improve in the long run. And the reason for that is because no matter how much you train on your own, you're never going to like overcome that last hurdle to get to the next level unless you fight some strong people. And this is what Rayleigh confirms to us when we have a flashback with Luffy back in Whole Cake Island. This is where the whole concept of Haki Bloom comes from. You're not really going to improve your Haki fighting people that are, at your level, people that are weaker than you. You need to fight top dogs. That's how you get your Haki to get up there. And that's why while we see a lot of the Yonko commanders can be captains in their own right because they're that strong on their own. For example, with Zoro, many people all throughout the series have always thought that he was the captain because he was the strongest dude in the room. But eventually, since these guys are subordinate to the captains will fight the other captains, which are the strongest people in the other crews, leaving these guys to fight the people that are weaker, so they're not necessarily going to get as strong after these battles as the captains will. That's why even for people like Kid and Law, it's really important that they have to fight way stronger people in the future if they ever want to be stronger people in this world in the future. After Kid and Law teamed up to take down Big Mom, there's nobody left in the world to really give them a challenge outside of, the Navy with their admirals or another emperor. Like many people think that Kid could have just ran away from Shanks. But running away is not going to make you strong in the long run. You need to actually fight your problems head on. And it's for this reason why I think Teach is going to ultimately lose in his fight against Luffy. Because all throughout the series, Blackbeard would only take on fights that he knew he could win. And while some of the people that he may have beaten this way were strong in their own right, for how strong Blackbeard already was, there's not much like of a Haki Bloom for him to fight these people that he should be beating anyway. And his encounter with Rayleigh kind of proves this. Because we find out from Rayleigh after this moment happens that yeah, Teach could have just killed me if he wanted to. But what was running through Teach's mind was, this dude is a Haki master and I really do not want to fight this man right now because I don't know if I can win. So because Blackbeard runs away from a lot of fights that he doesn't know if he can win or not, he doesn't give himself a chance to Haki Bloom. And he did the same thing against the Kainu when the Kainu ran up on him before. Meanwhile, when you look at Luffy, he won't run away from any of these challenges. Whether he wins or loses, he's going to come out of this situation stronger. And is that overestimating your ability? Sure. It's like a perfect combination of overestimating yourself, but also just being realistically confident in what you know you're capable of. Because little did this Luffy know it, but he was going to end up taking down the strongest creature in the world like less than a month later. Meanwhile, Blackbeard's not even sure if he wins a fight against an old man that knows himself he loses the fight. So for the people that wanted Kid to run away, this is the type of captain that you want him to be. But nah, Kid is a captain that's just like Luffy. He will run into these challenges, and whether he wins or loses, he's going to come out stronger. And honestly, the same goes to Law. So when it comes to like these captains and these power conversations, y'all got to stop trying to put people like Zoro and Sanji on their levels. They're not. Because it is a captain's duty to fight the strongest person in the room on the opposing side. So if Killer can't handle something, if Zoro can't handle something, it's Luffy's job, it's Kid's job, it's Law's job to make sure that they can fight the strongest dude and come out on top. And it's these guys' jobs to sit back and let their captains do that. But what makes the number twos of each of these crews so special is that if their captain was removed from the picture by some means, they can step up to the captain position and take over and become that strong powerhouse that the crew needs them to be. And that's why I'm so confident that Katakuri is going to come back into the series and just be an absolute monster.